Let's talk about the weight of the unseen man seasons. Look, we all know the script for getting old, right? It is the obvious math. The shoulders ache a little bit more after a heavy lift. Swapping my size 32 jeans for a relaxed fit. I can deal with that. I know how to track the macros. I know how to fight the gravity. I know the name of the game when it comes to the failing physical machinery. When the doctor says your T levels are a little bit low, I feel like I'm supposed to say, Doc, yeah, I'll just lift the weights a little bit harder next time. It is an external fix for an external problem. But honestly, that's just the camouflage. The thing that's really messing with me and other men, the stuff I won't tell my mates, is the shift in the weather inside. It's the confusion. It's the morning where I wake up and the fuel gauge is just empty. I used to have that engine that roared to life. The sheer dump, a dulcet conviction that I could move mountains. Now I spend half an hour staring at the ceiling, trying to remember what I was supposed to be running towards. The direction is gone, and then comes the shame of inertia. It's the quiet horror of realizing you're failing at the one thing you promised yourself you owned, fulfilling your vision. Not the money goal, but the man you wanted to become. The projects that ceased half finished. The relationship that have just plateaued. It's that voice that whispers, you had the talent, you had the time, and you let the clock run out. It's not the external failure that stings, it's the internal betrayal. We are taught to be the rock. We are the fortress. So when this internal erosion starts, when the floor drops out of your purpose, we don't call for backup. We can't. Because admitting this feels like admitting you've lost your utility. You've lost your point. So what do? We become masters of the subtle retreat. We pour another drink. We bury ourselves in work we don't even care about anymore. We get shorter with the people that we love. And that's how the silent collapse happens. It's not the some great Hollywood breakdown. It is the slow, quiet disappearance of a man who looks exactly the same on the outside, but who has quietly given up the fight for his own soul. He's still sitting at the table, but he's already packed his bags. We have to stop honoring that silence, brothers. We have to start checking on the man who looks fine, but hasn't had a real spark in his eyes for months. Because the weight of a man's unfulfilled potential is the heaviest thing he will ever carry, especially by himself. And he can't carry it alone, bro. Don't let the silence win.